It's your girl, official godmother, in the house right now. I'm so appreciative that you
Hey,
came up to talk to me. Let me just get this gum out my mouth.
I appreciate you having me on the show.
Of course, there's not many
Definitely.
females out there doing what you are doing. So, talk to me about your journey.
Thank
What
you.
what made you even want to go into this type of this space, this genre of music, and because it's like a fight out there just to, especially as a female.
I
You know what I mean?
know.
So, what made you want to do this?
Honestly, I grew up rapping. Like I grew up doing music. Um, my brothers got killed. We all did music together.
Mm,
So when I was in prison, I said, you know what? I'm about to take it serious. Everything that they was set out to do, they weren't able to do. So I said, everything that they want to do, I'm gonna do it
that's
for
right.
us. So I just started going crazy in music. As soon as I came home, I went full throttle, running.
Yeah, you took that energy that you were feeling and put it into your music.
Definitely.
You can tell, and you're so honest and just open, just unapologetically you, which I love because so many people run from or afraid to just be themselves, but you're not in your music and your videos. You're like, bump this, this is who I am, either accept it or not.
Yeah.
How did you not have the fear of judgment or fear of just, what are they going to think? How did you just be like, fuck this, I'm just going to be me?
You know what? It takes overcoming that. I think everybody go through that phase.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I always knew that I was gay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, my grandmother is a Jehovah Witness. So I said, if I come out, like they're gonna disown me. They're gonna kick me out. They're not gonna and I grew up during that era where if you was gay, it was a wrap. Like nobody was your friend. They was talking about you.
Hmm.
So one day I woke up and said, I'm over it. I don't care what y'all think. I've been taking care of myself for since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
So it's like, who cares? Y'all can't kick me out. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do? Disown me?
Right.
Your loss.
I know that's right.
So at the end of the day, they end up accepting me, and it worked out. But even if your family don't, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it would be their loss.
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
You accepted you.
I accepted me.
At a young age, it sounds like.
I did.
Was it really tough when you were a teenager here in the Buffalo area? I know growing up for me, when I have friends or people that I grew up with they did not show their true self until they were a lot older.
Definitely. That's common. Even as an adult, you get all these friends and y'all lit together and then they talking about you behind your back or a couple years later you realize that they were holding some sort of resentment and it could be for small stuff. But
Mhm.
because you're a big deal, the littlest things hit them harder.
Mm.
It's like you can't be human when you're in a certain standpoint in life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I lost a lot of friends, even as a teenager. A lot of people. I think I got like two friends I've been friends with for like 20 years.
That's saying something.
Yeah,
I have like one.
yeah.
That's saying something. You lose a lot of people in this journey.
hmm
Do you feel like when people start falling off, did it affect you in any way?
It did. I fell into a few depressions.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've been suicidal, on and off all my life.
Hmm.
Even still, with things I've been through in life. Of course, I would never kill myself. I love myself too much, but it's a thought process.
Yes.
And I think everybody then had or been there before that have been through a lot. But it definitely affected me because I'm like, what's wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? When multiple people leave you, you automatically think it's you. And sometimes it's not you, or maybe it is you, it's your light. And that's what happened. I was shining too bright for some people. And, sometimes it was me. You know what I'm saying? But if you were
Hmm.
my real friend, you will let me accept that and we can move on.
I love that. One of the verses that you have in the song "Glow." I'm bringing up the note now,
Hey, you heard
and
Glow.
yes, that is one of my faves. What?
Wow.
What? That is one of my faves. So you have a verse in there that says, "Oh goodness, it can't open my note." It says, that thought they was dimming my light, I lit up the street at the end of the night.
Hey.
Yeah. Make sure y'all check out Glow. Talk to
Glow.
me about what was going through. We're actually going to play that song after we finish this conversation. So talk to me about what was going through your mind, or where was your mind space at during the time when you wrote Glow?
So there was a lot of people, even musicians in Buffalo, that kind of banded together. And it felt like a I Hate Kayla campaign. You know what I'm saying? It's like when people don't like you and they're from different places, they all bind together to try to like destroy you. So there's a lot of rumors going on, around Buffalo about me. That's not true.
Yeah.
And the ones that is true, I don't care. Like I'm an open book.
I tell my truth better than anybody.
No,
That's what I say,
definitely.
you
I'm an
know?
open book. So they trying to dim my light,
Mhm.
trying to make people not like me or not talk to me or think that I'm too like bougie or something. I'm from Rodney and Fillmore.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on no high horse. I'm cool with everybody. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like they trying to dim my light, but they can't. I'm a glow.
That's right. Do you feel like because you wanted more that people tried to ostracize you, like they were like, um, she's bougie, she thinks she's better than everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They made it seem like that, but the people that have been coming along, or people that randomly inbox me like, "Hey, what can I do to better my music?" I inbox everybody back. I talk to everybody. I treat the janitor like the principal.
Yeah.
I'm not, jewelry don't make me no better than nobody. Clothes don't make me no better than nobody. Everything comes from the heart.
Yeah.
So I'm a genuine person in real life. But it takes everybody to see that. I shouldn't have to speak about it. If y'all would have gave me a chance, y'all would have knew that.
Mhm. As a female in this space, do you feel like people are quick to try and downgrade what it is that you're doing? Yeah.
As a female,
Yeah.
when you're doing anything, especially if you're in a men's, if they feel like it's a men's game, they're gonna downplay everything you do. And then being a stud is even harder.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, I rap, but I can't really relate. A lot of women can't really relate to me because I'm not talking about shaking ass. And then the men is like, okay, well, you live this lifestyle like us, but you're still a girl. So
Well, some of them probably looking at you as competition.
that's the crazy part.
Scared of what you might take. I'm just keeping it real up in these streets, okay? We are about to get into one of my favorite songs by the Godmother, the official Godmama. This is called Glow. Let me make sure I put this on right, y'all. So give me a few moments.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. This joint's so hard. Eva, who got the beats for you?
Devilish Angel.
Okay.
Produced the beat.
This is a devilish beat.
Big shout out to the Godmama, the official Godmother here, Miss Kalah Bishop. I'm enjoying this already. Your energy was crazy as soon as you walked in.
Hey, thank you. Go download this, y'all. Go stream Glow.
Yeah. Who's singing that?
It's the actual guy. We took the beat, and it's from The Last Dragon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The way that I walk it, the way that I talk it, they seeing me shining, they must be exhausted. I'm moving and grooving, but moving with caution. I do what I do, but I'm through with the talking. They calling me lit, I'm the littest that did it. If we in the race, I'm the realest to finish. Sick of these frauds, they kill me with gimmicks. They fuck up my vibe with no energy in them. I'm showing them out every time that I show up. I grew up, I blew up to grow up a glow up. That's sick to these rappers I watch them get sold up. They sick of my shit and I'm watching them throw up. I got the juice, I drip, drip, drip.
I'm watching them throw up. What?
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
You did your research.
Oh, of course. Man, I'm not going to have someone like you come up here and me not do my research, especially if I'm a real fan. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I was a fan too of you. I said, they ain't hit me up.
What?
Yep. So when you liked a couple things, I said, I'm about to inbox her.
Yeah.
Hey.
I appreciate that. Look at that. The God alignment, you know?
The way they be acting, I see they be lacking. I be with the action, no need for reaction, no need interaction. I read through the caption, I see they be capping. They see I be snapping, they see I be trapping. No need to be passive. Bitches be whacking, I see the attraction. I'm beating they back, and we fuck them and leave them. No need for the passion. I'm feeling you, drilling you, really be killing you.
Big shout out to everyone who's tuning in on 716 Live, the radio side. Make sure you are streaming the official Godmother. She's so dope. Energy's crazy. The lyrics are crazy. What? It's the competition. That's what they're afraid of.
I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it.
Like I run for the bread, like I'm ducking the fence. Like come with a message, they under pressure. She come with a weapon, I'm tucking the Weston. It come with a lesson. Can't fuck with my presence. This goes the essence, cause some of us that's
Can't fuck with my presence. Facts.
Mm-hmm. They shouldn't even try to. I don't understand why it got to be a competition.
Right.
We can elevate together. Why not?
That part, oh, it's so frustrating.
It is.
Man, bring one, teach one, and that's true. That's how it works.
At least it should.
Yeah.
I spread love and knowledge everywhere I go.
Yeah.
And I don't get the same thing in return. They just, I don't know.
Man, what? We're going to continue talking with the official Godmother. Listen, y'all, when I heard this song, I was like, oh, my goodness. Talk to me about where you were at the time when you were pulling all of this together, because I actually enjoying quite a few tracks on this. What were you going through when you were pulling all of this together? And I see you have some great collaborations on here.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was in and out of depression. And, you know, when I'm not depressed, I write, and then it's like a club song or something hype. And then when I am depressed, I make something like Decimate. You know what I mean? So
another one of my faves.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
So I've been, it's really like the mood I'm in. I would like to say sometimes that a lot of artists have multiple personalities.
Oh, I do. I'm not even, I know I have about, listen, depending on who you are, it depends on who in the day. Because, you know, depression is real.
It is.
You know, and I in the journey of finding me, I'm comfortable with knowing that I do have different personalities. You know, I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And
as long as you know how to tame them.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it. Understanding
yourself and learning yourself is the most important thing. Yeah. And learning that all of your personalities need to be happy, no matter which one it is.
Yeah.
Happiness.
The little me.
Yep.
The little me, I tap into her because she had to deal with a lot. Yeah, and the depression came from the environment, came from the self-loathing, you know, how I was feeling, and feeling like I wasn't accepted, you know, picked on a lot. That's where the depression came from, and that little booby brought that into adulthood because she hadn't healed from it. So I'm on my healing journey, and it sounds like you're on your healing journey as well.
Yes.
What did it take for you to start tapping into knowing thyself?
You know what? I started getting rooms with hot tubs in them. And I know that sounds crazy, but I like candles. I like sea salt and, you know, bath salts and stuff. And I pray, I meditate, and I learned to love myself. You know, you got to stop comparing yourself. Comparing yourself to others is when you start to feel the most depressed, because you're like, well, why they got more likes and follows? Or why do people like them and not me? Or why do I got to work so hard for my spot and it comes so easy to them? These are thoughts that a lot of us have. Women compare themselves to other women. But in reality, if you were the only woman in the world, who would you have to compare yourself to? So you have to think of life as being the only person in the world and stop trying to look for acceptance.
Oh, I like that.
You accept yourself. Love yourself. Love your kids. Love your family. And try to be happy. Happiness is a man's greatest success. Nothing come before that. You can live under a bridge. If you're happy, that's all that matters.
That's right. You found your happiness, even though you deal with the mental health challenges like we all do. And thank you for being vulnerable enough and open to talk about that.
Yeah, no problem.
Because so many people are struggling with it, afraid to speak their truth, afraid to even talk about the things that they are going through because they're afraid that they're all alone. You know, a lot of
Mhm.
times we feel like it's just us, but it's so not just us.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
Well, I had did the introduction, a song. That's when I first came into, you know, music, like going higher. And I talked about me being raped and me being teased. I was called fat growing up, and you know, it just was a lot. So, a lot of people came to me like, "Yo, I was raped too." You
Yeah.
know, even men. You know what I'm saying? And you would never even think that,
Mhm.
but men suffer with a lot of trauma with being touched by family members and babysitters and stuff like that. And you know, it becomes more relatable when you realize you're not the only person going through that.
Yeah. And you no longer feel like you're alone on that iceberg.
Definitely,
Now you have help to get you off that iceberg if you feel stuck.
definitely.
Yeah. How were you when you realized that you were dealing with some sort of depression?
It's crazy because I was 28, 29 years old. I was locked in my cell, and you know, I was in you know, they got population, then they got segregation, which is the shoe. And I was locked in the shoe, and you know, you got 23 hours a day to sit there and think. You get 1 hour out of your cell. And I was in one of the worst prisons in America. So we didn't even get that hour sometimes.
What prison and how long were you gone?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. And I was in MDC Brooklyn at that time.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting transferred to a couple of prisons while I was there. But while being in MDC Brooklyn, it just was real. It was one of the worst experiences of my life, but it made me who I am today.
Mm.
I had time to sit down and think, and that's what I didn't get to do out here in the world. So when I sat down and I started thinking, I started making plans. And I told myself, I said, you know what? No matter where you at, remember that happiness thing? In my mind, I was in the Bahamas.
Ooh, I know that's right. I know that's right.
Definitely.
And it took you to a much more grounded place. It sounds like.
Definitely. It makes you real humble. It humbles you.
Mm,
And that's why I'm not, you know, I don't dwell on materialistic things.
mhm.
I don't care about money. I don't care about nothing but being happy,
Yeah.
whatever that means.
Yeah. Music makes you happy.
It
Making
does.
music. Talk to me about your process when you are going into the lab. Do you already know what it is that you want to accomplish, or what does it look like for you? I always like to ask this question because it's so different for everyone.
So this is the craziest thing. I go so unprepared.
That's all right though. That's that creativity there, so go come out.
No, definitely. Like I'm either in the studio freestyling my verse, I make up hooks like right off the top of the head, or I got like notes on napkins and my phone, a little piece in the notebook. So now I'm pulling them all, putting them together. And my engineer is like, Kayla, why don't you ever be prepared? You've been doing this for years. And it's crazy because you do got to pay extra for that because
Yeah.
it's like, you know, you wasting time. I could come in and just be prepared and just lay it all out. But instead, I'm like, yeah, just turn the beat on. I'm a freestyle.
Oh,
Yeah, it's crazy.
I like that. Oh, you gotta invite me one day when you in there.
I got you. I
Oh my
got you.
goodness.
Yeah.
What does it feel like when you are writing the beats? What does that feel like to you inside?
You know what's so crazy? Some beats hit me so hard that I just immediately write the whole song right then and there.
Yeah.
And then there's some beats where it take a minute. Like I listen to it and I say, okay, I'll come back to it in a couple of days because I might have a different feeling.
Yeah.
And so a lot of beats I set on. So I could go back, listen to them, and then I get that feeling. When that feeling come over me, I write a whole song right then and there.
Yeah.
So it's a process. It's a process.
What are you listening for when you're hearing the different beats?
I'm listening for a feeling. So if it doesn't give me a feeling, I probably won't do the beat. So if it doesn't make me sad or happy, or if this beat don't make me feel like clubbing, I don't do it. I think as a consumer as well. So you got to think like, if this beat ain't make me feel like getting up dancing, it's not gonna make them feel like getting up dancing.
Uh-huh.
So that's pretty much what I think about.
What's one of the favorite tracks that you've written on your current project?
Oh, well, I actually also have um a album with DJ Flip.
Oh,
DJ
okay.
Flip, we did Successes Revenge 3 or 4. I did so many albums.
That's experience,
No,
auntie.
for real. And DJ Flip is pretty prominent. He works with a lot of celebrities. He's in California. He actually, did albums with Lil Boosie, Blueface, a lot of people. So
Okay.
yeah, it's awesome to have worked with him.
Yeah.
And
Were you sitting now? How did that come about?
actually, I was dealing with the manager at the time, which we're not going to talk about.
Okay.
I was dealing with the manager, and he linked me in with DJ Flip, and I was like, I just started talking. We just started chatting in Instagram, and after that, it's been like a year now. We still talk.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah,
You've established a relationship.
I
For real,
did.
for real.
I did.
Are you surprised sometimes with the people that you are aligned with, the people that are coming on this journey with you?
Honestly, yes. It's like, wow, even it's not even the celebrities that I meet. I think I'm more shocked at the team that I've built.
Mm.
It's like I can't believe that I have people that's riding with me for real, like genuinely to the wheels fall off. You got, the Come Young Network, Ty Monroe. You got David Patton with 15 Minutes of Fame. You
Yeah.
got LaFran Graphics. You got Shortcake, Thatcher Edwards, Ellie Beeman. It's a bunch of us, Carlito Smooth, and
Mhm.
I never thought that this would happen. Never did. I really felt like, you know what? Maybe nobody likes me. I'm gonna crawl in my bubble,
Mhm.
and they just came out of nowhere. God will bless you when you least expect it.
Ooh, you better speak on it. Won't he place people? It seems like in my own life, as people were falling off, and some of those people that were falling off, and at one time I felt like they would never not be in my life, but apparently they were not supposed to be in my life forever. But as they were falling off, more valuable people were being added.
Mm,
Do you feel that?
I do. It was lessons.
Yeah.
God brought lessons to me, and I learned. And they're only lessons if you're willing to learn.
Mm.
So once you actually take that knowledge from him and you learn, he will bring those valuable people to you because you're now ready.
Ooh, yes. Yes, because you can't get it if you aren't open and ready. Because if you get it too early, you won't be able to keep it.
Nope, because you haven't learned that lesson yet.
We are going to get into another track.
Hey.
We are going to get into Decimate. I love the opening of this, you guys. This is your girl, Vet Green, and we have the official godmother, Ms. Kalah Bishop, in the house. We are live on 716live.com. We are also on Instagram. Make sure you check us out on the live and make sure you are checking out Think and Grow with Vet Green. We're getting into Decimate, y'all.
Sometimes we be in pain and don't know it. We feel it but don't show it. You can let the pain cut deeper or you can heal it. If you don't face it head on, then you gon' feel it. Let me break it down. Your brain sends signals to your heart and that can let you down. But if your soul is healed, then not even your mind can break you down. When your soul needs replenishing, your brain and your heart ends up mimicking. So now all three has been challenged, but once your soul is healed, all three have been balanced. I'm in endangerment, just a bunch of entanglements. Mental health, meds, depression, and anger management. Pill after pill being popped from all the damages. Meditation and medication from all these candles lit. Anxiety and separation and this abandonment. God only put you in positions if you can handle it. I heard that saying, but I wasn't understanding it.
She said, God only put you in positions if you can handle it. What?
Right.
It's pathetic how it's systematic. I said and watch how niggas' energy increase the static. I cut my hoes off, cause they just see the status. Cause these bitches is a trip, so I decrease the baggage. See my friends turn enemies, release the savage. They was there then disappeared. You wanna see some magic? We all mourn just the fact that we all died. Even the song cried, even the lawn dried, even the flowers drew. I guess it all died. They left him in the trunk. See, he was hog tied. He had mob ties, and then they found his body. It was fall time. Look at these lost times. Look into my eyes, look into my eyes. Don't judge
Talk to me about that. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes.
Look into my soul, look into my
It's more so stop looking at the materialistic things. Stop looking at what people tell you. Like, really take me for me and learn me as the human being, not the facade. Hey, you too. Thank you.
They watch your moves to see how you could be utilized. It's like you become a boss just to be supervised. They scrutinize until they get brutalized. I'm through with lies. I see how they computerize. The windows to the soul, they saying it's through the eyes. I'm the one times one. You can't divide. I see how they throw rocks and then they hide. I see society deaf, dumb, and blind. She make provisions to the way that we living, but shit don't always pan out the way we envision. She like depicted on choices made and decisions. It's better to keep quiet so you can listen. Don't take nothing for granted before it's missing. Move smarter, not harder, stay out of prison. Look into my eyes, look into my eyes. Don't judge a book by a cover, you'll be surprised. Look into my soul, look into my soul. It's like they feed us all lies just to be controlled. Look into my heart, look into my mind. It's like they take away our light to keep us in the dark. Take a look into my life, look into my
You saying so much in this song.
Yeah, I was feeling a certain way when I made this.
Yeah, talk to me about what you were going through, because man,
I was thinking about losses. You know, I took a lot of losses as far as death. My uncle just died of cancer. He was staying with my mom, and I watched him take his last breath. And then my god brother ended up dying in his sleep. And before that, of course, I lost two of my brothers to being killed. And then another one of my god brothers got stabbed and killed at a club. So I've taken a lot of losses as far as people go to death. So I just was thinking, and like I said, that was one of my depression spells. So I was just sitting there like, I got to let this out somehow. And I wrote it and felt better.
that is what's up. That is what's up.
Yeah.
There's a few songs, well, there's a few verses in there, especially that look into my eyes, look into my heart, look into my soul.
Hmm.
And then you're saying, you're saying like, look at me, look at me. Did you feel like at a time in your life, or even now, that people weren't looking at who Kayla is? They were looking at the facade, like you said.
No, definitely. A lot of people have judged me based on what other people said. You know, judged me based upon the things that, you know, I went to prison for. Not really looking at the person that I am.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, I could do something and they be like, don't deal with Kayla, she a scammer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I scammed the government. Like, let's be honest, I never scammed a person.
They're trying to hold you to the used to you.
So now they like, oh, don't deal with Kayla because she this, that, and the third. Y'all don't know me for real. Y'all don't know what I've been through. I fed a lot of people. I took care of hoods.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what it is. Like, look at me for me, not who I was.
Yeah. It's hard, it feels like, for some people to not look at the new you. And it's been my experience that it's not even you, it's them.
Mhm.
It's like what you're doing is a reflection of what they aren't able to do. And it's not because they aren't able to do it physically, it's that they don't want to, because it's so tough to rise above and rise up out of the dirt that, like, I was eating. I was down there playing in the dirt for way too long. And to actually stand up and get up out of that is tough. It's not easy. And people will look at you like, being the person that you have grown out of and looking at you now is a reflection of their inability to do it.
Yeah, basically what you're saying is like people who aren't changing, they're gonna look at you like you haven't changed because they haven't done it.
Yeah, yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah, just like that. Yeah, just like that. You said earlier that you're down to like two people that you've known that's still rocking with you
Hmm.
that you've known. Yeah, I'm down to like one if it's not like my sister or like family that I've always been close to. I feel like the people that I used to rock with wouldn't understand this new me.
Mm.
Yeah.
They don't want to accept the new you because it's elevated.
Mm, yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it is.
Not all of us is meant to be at a standstill.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, we grow out of people. People grow out of us.
Yeah.
It's a life cycle.
Did it take a long time for you to realize that you were going to have to leave some people behind?
It did.
Yeah.
It did. You you really have to go by the truth. Sometimes we live in a fantasy world, and I'm a Pisces. So
Mm,
sometimes I get in this fantasy world, like we can all, be running after rainbows and picking up flowers. But
it's
in
not like
reality,
that.
that's not a reality.
Yeah.
So I had to really come to the conclusion of, this person is this type of person, and I'm this type of person. So our definitions of loyalty is different.
Hmm.
Our definitions of beauty is different. So we have to go separate, and they have to find someone who has their same definition. And I have to do the same thing.
Oh, that is right. That is right. So you've been traveling also. You aren't staying local in Buffalo. You are taking this thing on the road. So talk to me about what you've been doing out here in these music
Oh
streets.
my goodness. I'm everywhere.
You were
I
just in
am.
Atlanta?
We was.
Okay.
We did a show with Benzino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was dope. Like we was acting up. We was in these streets for real.
A great experience.
It was a great experience. Like we didn't turned out the Waffle House. Had the
Oh,
Waffle House workers dancing with us.
what?
We didn't shot a video on accident in the Waffle House.
What?
Yes.
Is it out yet?
Not yet. They editing it now. It's coming out.
Ooh, new music?
New music. Some of it's old music, some of it's new music. Thatcher Edwards was able to shoot his video. We got the Cypher show. So we got 15 Minutes of Fame Network. We also have 15 Minutes of Fame, the blog site. They vet the threat as the interviewer.
Okay, I gotta look her up. Is she on Instagram?
Yep, she's everywhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
Davette, big shout out to Davette. Looking forward to speaking with you, most
Hey.
definitely. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are out here at the 716 Live Studios. We have Kalah Bishop in the house, the official godmother.
Hey.
So we're talking about you traveling. Where's one of the most fun places that you've traveled to and been able to do what it is that you do?
Honestly, this last trip to Atlanta
Yeah.
probably was one of the best. I mean, in Hawaii, we went to the strip club. They was playing my music.
What?
Girls was dancing to it. It was crazy.
How did that feel?
Amazing to be in Hawaii. Growing up, I never in a million years thought I would even make it to Hawaii. So it was definitely a great experience. In Puerto Rico, I was walking through Walmart, and a guy went on my Instagram and said, "I was scared to talk to you. Like, I love your music. I listen to your music all the time. I couldn't believe it was you."
Wow.
Yep, and they wrote it for the public to see. Yep, he was like, "I live in Fajardo." Like, I'm like, "Oh my goodness, that's big."
Is it scary sometimes seeing the elevation in your life and knowing where you've come from?
To be honest, I feel like I don't know. It's like I feel like this is supposed to be my life in a sense. Like I don't feel nothing from it. I don't feel like I could turn into this mega star and I probably wouldn't even feel like a mega star.
Yeah.
I just feel like regular, like
You're walking in
myself.
your purpose.
Like I guess so.
Yeah. How old were you when you discovered that this is what makes me feel like me?
Oh, probably this year.
Yeah.
Probably this year.
Yeah. What do you think happened that made you come to that conclusion?
Happiness. For the
Mm.
first time in my life, I realized what made me happy.
What's
So,
that?
love,
Yeah.
loyalty, and music.
Love, loyalty, and music. I'm so happy for you
Hey,
because you
thank you.
definitely are glowing. You're shining.
Thank you.
That is what's up. Love, loyalty, and music. I love that. We are. So, what song do you want to get into?
Mm, I don't know. I'm feeling escalated.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, y'all go ahead and introduce this track.
All right, y'all. We're going into Escalate right here on 716 Live with Vet Green. I want y'all to download this and stream it. And it's featuring Sadiqa Ivy. It's the Godmother.
Okay, where's Sadiqa Ivy? Local?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yes.
Okay,
I knew her for like 20 years too.
really?
Yeah,
You like the vibe that's down there in the music?
I do. They
Yeah,
really support there. They're very supportive.
yeah.
So
That's what we need more of here.
I'm trying. I'm trying to
Yeah.
put everybody together. I'm trying to get everybody to support, but people would rather listen to other people or
Mm,
they'd rather go with politics. Oh, don't mess with Kayla because I don't like her.
mhm.
So it's just horrible. I got an award from Ohio. And because of politics, I'm not inserted in the 716 Music Awards, but it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Politics. Yeah, definitely. I'm one of the hardest working artists in Buffalo, New York.
Wow, yeah, you are.
And I could honestly say that and mean it. And there's nobody out there that could say that I'm not. And of course, because of politics,
Mhm.
I'm not in there. But it's just crazy that another city, another state will recognize my talent before my own city. So you have to branch out. You can't stay here.
Yeah,
It will make you depressed.
yeah. Because if you don't branch out, you really won't know how great you are because your fans don't always come from the people you know.
No,
Yeah. When I moved back to Buffalo, I'm still growing my fan base here in Buffalo. Outside of Buffalo,
it's
it
growing
was,
fast.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. But it's definitely, it can be trying and challenging at times because people don't want to take you seriously, I feel like,
hmm
but I know what it is that I'm supposed to be doing and I'm not going to stop.
Don't.
Yeah, and don't you either. Politics or not,
I'm
don't you
gonna keep
stop
going.
either.
We just gotta go in running.
That's right.
That's it. And don't let nothing stop us. And don't expect anything from anybody.
Mm,
Don't expect that share. Don't expect that follow. Don't expect anything from people. Cause then we won't be let down.
yes. That was a lesson I had to learn.
Me too.
That was so tough for me. I can remember being in tears, like, dang, why is this person not supporting me? And they
hmm
support everybody else. And man, don't you see what I'm doing out here? Like I'm really trying to change my life.
hmm I don't care.
Not at all. That's all right though. God does.
And you do.
That's right.
hmm
And that's what really matters.
That's what matters.
That's what let's
You
get.
matter.
That's right. Let's get into Escalate, y'all. We have the official godmother, Kalah Bishop, in the house. I am enjoying this conversation, y'all. Make sure you are tuned into 716 Live on the radio side and make sure you are following Kalah Bishop on all platforms. Where can they find you?
Y'all can find me at the official Godmother, a few underscores in there on IG. And Kalah Bishop, if you Google me, you will
It
find
comes
me.
right up.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're about to get into Escalate.
Hey, he made it. Devilish.
How much did how many of these did he do?
Probably like half of my beats came from Devilish Shop
When I see you, ooh, I get
and
excited.
Max Dollars.
Something about the way you kiss, love the way you lick your lips, makes me wanna sit on. Wait, hold up, hold up, wait a second, let's just slow down.
She's very talented.
Roll up
Sadiqa
conversation, let's
Ivy.
get smoked out.
Amazing.
Maybe we
That's
should
your artist?
meditate,
Yeah.
getting higher, levitate.
You gotta look her up.
Just escalate.
She's dope.
Feeling on me, feeling so good, looking so
Sadika
good.
Ivory.
Smelling so sweet,
Sadika
you
Ivory.
make me wanna
I
show
could type it up
out.
for you.
Want you so deep that you can't pull out. But if we do,
Make sure y'all are
what does it
tuned into
mean that I am here only for you
716live.com on the
and
radio
you?
side. And make sure you are streaming all the music from Kalah Bishop. She is very, very dope, y'all.
You're welcome.
All right. All right. Talk to us about this. How did you guys get this collaboration going?
Well, I originally met Sadika in Job Corps when I was like 16.
Really?
Yes. And since then we've been, on and off. Of course we've been friends the whole time, but musically we just meshed well. I sent her a beat, she started going off. I'm like, oh wait, this fire.
When you were in Job Corps, did you know that both of you were
We
in-
both did. Yeah, I was rapping all the time. She was singing all the time.
Yeah. Body tight, we out of sight. Like the candles, like the blunt shit. That's my kind of night. Wet like the reservoir. Dope like I'm Escobar. Show her off in Ecuador. Shorty know my repertoire. Eat her at the restaurant. Talk about how blessed we are. Let me into your world and watch the door swing. Short
All right,
thing,
big
hit
shout
it on
out
the
to
board
Sadika
swing.
Ivy. I
Vibe
see
loud,
you
though
out
it's
here.
extra quiet.
Yeah.
Cause her
That's what's
voltage
up.
is electrifying. And her energy is mesmerizing. I could justify it. I know the open up is terrifying. And our chemistry is great. I lead the rest of science. So together we the best alliance.
Her voice is beautiful.
Yeah. It's God, it's just like soft but powerful at the same time.
You got my attention
Man, the crowd.
It's nostalgic.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the word. Something I can just sit back, kick back, get my 420 friends, or
Yeah.
maybe a glass of wine,
Definitely.
Yes.
Maybe we should meditate, getting higher, levitate.
Have y'all done anything else together?
Actually, yes. Well, together, not yet. It's coming soon. But we have. She has done some songs, under Crazy Wavy Entertainment, like 111. She has a video as well to it. And the person that shot the video actually shot videos for PNB Rock, and the baby just reposted his video, so he's really prominent in videography. So it's a great video.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You really are out here flaunting your style, and you aren't limiting yourself, it feels like to me.
I mean, why should we?
Yeah.
Reach as far as possible. Nothing will ever stop you if you just reach for the stars. Sky is the limit.
It really is, Kay.
Yeah.
It really is. What do you think brought you to that mindset where you were like, you know what? I'm going to stop limiting my potential because I have a lot of it. So I'm going to continue to reach, keep grabbing up high and not down low.
D Black once said, I dream that dreams come true. And I sat back and thought about it like, damn, that's some deep shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a dreamer. I dream about, waking up and just with a smile on my face, getting in a nice shower or sitting in my hot tub. And, it's just a lot of things I dreamed about. And I said, well, why can't I have it?
Yeah.
I can. All these people are billionaires, millionaires. They dream of money, and I dream of peace.
Mm.
So that's what I'm striving for, peace.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yes, because once you have peace in your life, you can begin to connect the dots.
Mm-hmm. You can control the narrative.
Yeah.
In every direction of your life.
Even if at times you are dealing with depression, at least you can acknowledge it. And you're controlling the narrative. No longer is my depression controlling me.
Mm-hmm. And it's not based upon you. You didn't make me depressed. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now with it being an inner feeling and it's from whatever your thoughts are racing in your mind, you're able to control it because you have that peace to think about it and put things into perspective.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
I like that. that's going off on the live, but that is all right. Talk to me about some of the artists that you like listening to, whether they're local or, independent or mainstream.
Mm. Honestly, I really only listen to my artists.
Okay, I hear so many people say that. That's so dope.
Yeah.
Support, support.
But I listen to a lot of people. Like a lot of people send me music, and I randomly listen to people in Buffalo. Like I just sometimes I pick a day and be like, "Yo, I'm about to listen to mad Buffalo artists and see just what's going on in the town," you know. And I will listen to their music even if they don't know it. I comment on their videos. I like them. They might not see it. They will one day.
Yeah,
They're gonna be like, "Wait a minute, Kayla watched this video."
yeah, yeah.
But that's my way of being supportive, you know.
Mhm.
A lot of times people will be like, Kayla, you didn't like nothing, you didn't share nothing. It's not that I didn't do it because I just didn't do it. I didn't see it.
Mhm.
If I see you in my news feed, if I see you doing something, if you got a business, anything, I will like and share and comment and I
Yeah,
will buy stuff.
yeah.
But people I inboxed this one girl and I'm like, yo, can you share my video? I don't even ask people that, so I don't know where it came from.
Yeah,
But she was like, I'm not sharing nothing. You don't share nothing of mine. You don't like and comment nothing of mine. So I went to her page like, what does she do?
yeah.
But it was nothing on it. Literally, it was nothing there. I was confused. Like, do you do hair? Do you do music? Like, what do you do? Like,
Mhm.
but all she would have had to do was inbox me, like, yo, like I did her. Can you share this? Because I might have didn't see it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you find it hard for people to relate to what it is, like that particular situation? You don't share anything of mine, but you're not doing what it is that I'm doing, and I'm asking you for support because this is a dream that I have. This is what I'm building. You're posting on Instagram or Facebook just to be posting.
Definitely.
You're not doing anything. Do you find it hard for people to relate to or even understand why and what it is that you're doing?
You know what it is? They don't understand the severity. Like at the end of the day, there's no investors behind me.
Mhm.
There's nobody saying, yo, I'm about to put your stuff on all these radio stations or whatever. Everything that has been done, me and Dave at the Threat had to formulate this plan.
Yeah.
And I had to invest in myself. So people don't understand that when you invest in yourself and you are pushing your own brand, that it gets hard. And sometimes a share and a like makes you feel good
Yes.
and makes you want to keep going. And I just said, like, people in New York City and Atlanta, they push their artists. If they see somebody like really working or they got good music, the whole town is just start sharing and liking and talking about this person.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how so many people blow up there. And that's why we are kind of forgotten because we only allowed one set of rappers to blow up. It shouldn't be like that. If we had multiple rappers from Buffalo and singers and rock bands blow up from here, we will create that same love and what do you call it? Stardom.
Mm.
Same stardom that New York has and Atlanta has and California have.
Yeah.
But we won't even support each other enough to say, "All right, I'm gonna buy a $10 CD because I know if 100,000 people from here, that's $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
People don't think like that.
Yep. And you're supporting a local artist, and by supporting local, by supporting what it is that you're doing, they're going to get a blessing.
Right.
Like that's really how that thing works. Like I'm not saying you have to buy something, but the
Mhm.
support comes in so many forms. And when you support somebody, that's just like a connection.
But they have to also understand that supporting the right person will put a lot of people in position.
Mm.
That's just like, everybody starts supporting me and I blow up and I'm a megastar. I come
Mhm.
back and I open up all these businesses. I help out small businesses. Now I'm giving y'all kids jobs.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they don't understand that though. They'd rather just keep on skipping past.
Keep on skipping past if you want to. We are about to get into another track. You want to introduce this one?
Yes. So I have a song with Lil Chucky, y'all, and that came about because me and Lil Chucky got cool, like out of nowhere. It was super random. We ended up doing the song. Devilish Angel made the beat, and Valleyville. They, collabed on the beat, and it came out fantastic.
Yeah.
So we got Die Alone coming right now, featuring Lil Chucky, and Devilish Angel.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about this title.
I got you.
That's your girl, Vet Green, and we have the official godmother, Kalah Bishop, in the house. You are listening to 716 Live Radio. Make sure you are tapped in, tuned in, and make sure you tune in to the 716 Live Morning Show tomorrow between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. It's your girl, Vet Green.
I've been here before, over and over again,
Hey.
and each time the same question.
And my voice is gone. I don't know if you could tell, but
Uh-uh.
we had a wild
This time you're the
weekend.
one,
Wow.
and each
Still
time the
sounds
same
good.
answer.
I like how you have commentary at the beginning. And you got Bandana Black on here. That's what's up.
Definitely.
That's what's up. Shouts out to Bandana Black.
Shout out Bandana.
Yeah.
That's my boy. I knew him years too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's so dope and humble
he is.
and willing to. I love how he doesn't hesitate to share his knowledge.
Nope. He's been helping independent artists for years. Years.
It's so in his heart just to help. He really wants Buffalo to win.
He should have way more recognition.
But I think he'll go. I call him a legend.
He is.
I really do.
He is.
I heard his name before I even met him.
Yep.
And when I met him, it's just like, man, what you see is what you get, and he rocks hard for Buffalo.
He was the first person to put me on the radio. I would never forget it. When nobody believed in me, he said, Kalah, you gotta work. Work, and I'm gonna rock with you. I said, all right, say less. I went and I started working. And he rocked with me. Definitely.
I'm surprised that
I was. I said, what? Bandana put me on the radio? I was going off at that guy.
oh, you had the car moment.
I did. I recorded it. I said, yo, I'm on the radio. Definitely.
Shouts out to Bandana. He has a show here on Fridays.
Mm.
Make sure you tune in 10 a.m.
I am. That was Lil Chucky,
Okay.
who was signed to Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my first auto-tune song.
Really? How do you feel about auto-tune?
I'm not a fan, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm really not a fan. But because Lil Chucky used it, I was like, "Dad, you gotta match."
Yeah. Does it seem like they use it a lot in dancehall music?
They do. They still do. It's like light. It's not as deep as it used to be. Like, I guess they do it to make their voice sound better. I'm not a big fan of it though.
Yeah. It drowns out the lyrics. Like sometimes you can't hear it because it's so.
I like my natural voice, I think even other artists, I like to hear their natural voice. I like bloopers in music. I'm a weirdo.
It's not weird, it's just you.
I'd rather be judged by 12 than to be carried by 6. I'ma just die alone, but I'd rather die rich. But I'm not sorry. No.
Hey, yo, Kalah, 50 said it best. Get rich or die trying. Trust the process. Success is revenge. You'll see.
Success is revenge.
Definitely.
That's true. Let's touch it right here. Oh, that's dope. I gotta get a picture of that.
Hey.
That's dope. Who tatted you up?
Oh, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody in Buffalo and town. Like, it's crazy. So many different artists. But I have Success's Revenge here too. It's always stuck in my head. Happiness is a man's greatest success, and success is a man's greatest revenge. So by it sticking with me, I live by it now. Just to be happy is number one.
Yeah.
So yeah, success is revenge.
Yeah. Beyonce say she has a verse that speaks to that as well.
Really.
Like just let your success speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
And so far, it's worked.
Yeah.
I gotta matter and matter and matter by not speaking bad about them, not, being revengeful towards them. And I just do me. I
Yeah.
don't think about them. I do what I gotta do and I work hard.
Yeah. I feel you on that. Talk to me about what's coming up for you. And big shout out to everyone on the check-in. I appreciate y'all checking in. I'm appreciating you. Hey, Dan Brielle, I see you out there. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello,
Hey.
hello. Thank you for joining us tonight. You are listening to 716 Live Radio. It's the Think and Grow with Vet Green show. And we have the official godmother,
Hey.
Kalah Bishop. How you feeling tonight?
I feel great. Now that I met you, I'm happy.
Oh, I met you. I'm happy too.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. It's not very often that I meet someone who is unapologetically themselves. Just, take me as I am or don't take me at all.
I appreciate
And
that.
you say it in your music, you say it in your videos. Like some of your videos, I'm like, oh my goodness, like she is really out here like this. What?
Definitely.
That's amazing. You're not scared to just be you.
I feel like I shouldn't have to be.
That's right.
I should be, taken as I am. Because I'm going to take you as you are.
Yeah. And so many people are going to look at you and be like, man, she's doing it like she's just being herself. And man, let me just be myself. Like I see, because they're going to, we all need representation.
True.
And when if you listen to your songs and you look at your videos, that's representation for people. Showing that, man, I'm a part of this world too. Like I'm not hiding. I'm a part of this world. Stop trying to dim my light. Stop trying to make me feel like something is wrong with me. Stop trying to make me feel like there's no one else but me like this. You know what I mean?
You're 100% right.
That's a dope place to be in, Kalah.
Thank you.
That is a dope place. I mean, I respect it, I really do. I respect that you are willing to be that representation for people, even if you don't know that is what you're doing. That is exactly
That's
what you're
amazing to
doing.
know. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I wanted people, to see that you don't have to be stuck in nobody's box. You don't have to be what society depicts normal to be.
Yeah.
You can just be you, and you might be a whole different group of people normal.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's crazy.
Man put these limitations and stuff on humans and for their benefit.
Definitely.
It's like a power move for them. Make other people feel like they don't matter. That's what it's all about. But God said you matter. And you can't put God in no box of just one type of person, black, white, whatever, whatever you identify as.
He didn't make one type of person.
Exactly. And God's not one. Man, if we come from that, how dare you try and make me, like I never understood that. I never understood that, but it's just limited thinking for people, I feel like.
It is, because what they did was embed so much stuff in our minds. And we're not realizing that they're embedding it in our minds because we're so stuck on TV. We're so stuck on things that other people do. We're not realizing that we're following suit. Their world order is working.
Yeah. It's the Matrix. When I first saw that movie, I was like, oh, this seemed too real.
It is.
And
yeah.
now as 20 years later, I can see, man,
Definitely.
It's so real.
It's getting realer and realer. AI just, taking over, and it's going to keep going.
Yeah. So who influenced you musically?
Honestly, Tupac.
Yeah.
Nas, Raekwon.
Oh,
a lot of the greats that I want to say that even local artists. When I was growing up, there was a guy named AMG Rob, Ty Brown, there was Thugsman, Pharoah Page was out. His name was Future. He was a rapper too.
Oh, I've
He was
heard of him, the first Future.
Yeah.
I've heard people refer to him as the first Future.
He was our engineer.
Okay.
Yep. Shay Davis. I remember Shay Davis. So yeah, there was Benny. There was of course D Black, which is my brother. And they was out here, doing their thing in music in Buffalo.
Yeah.
So I would listen. I would really listen to their music, and I would go record a song. And I'm like, I just can't wait till somebody listen to my stuff like people listen to theirs. So yeah.
Even back then.
Even
What-
back then.
What song made you fall in love with hip hop and rap? Do you remember?
Oh, Hip Hop Array.
Hip hop
Waving.
array.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
yep. I was at the TV waving my arms. I was little. Yeah, sure was.
Oh, you felt it back then.
I did, and I remembered all the lyrics, and also MC Light. Yep, there was a song. I can't remember what song, but my mom bought me a cassette tape,
Mhm.
and it was MC Light, and it was the guy that sung "Let Me Clear My Throat." It was a DJ.
Ooh, I remember that.
Yep, and I used to bounce between those two cassettes every day, all day, and yeah, for like a year.
Oh, you said cassettes. The tape?
The tape, cassette
Ooh,
tape.
I was just
Yep.
having a conversation today with my kids. My oldest is about to be 30, and I'm like, do y'all even remember, like, tapes were
Wow.
being phased out? Do you remember seeing tapes around the house, or do you even know what they look like?
You know they don't. No.
Not at all. Not at all. They thought that the 1970s were the Depression.
What? Oh my goodness.
I remember what they told me. One of my kids were really, really young, and they were like, "Yeah, because mommy was growing up in the Harriet Tubman days."
What? Oh my God.
These kids are a trip. These kids
They
are
play too much. They know. I wouldn't have never thought 30. Your oldest was. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
My
I'm
goodness.
about to be knocking on 50's door.
I thought you was in your 30s.
Oh my God, Kaylee. What?
You know black don't crack.
We
though.
show don't.
Mm-mm.
We show don't. I love
I
my
should have known
melanin.
better. Yes.
Let the melanin pop. So
Mhm.
before we close out, what song do you want to close out with?
Oh, what you thinking?
Ooh, I listen. I go back to Glow. I'm not when I like songs. I'll have them on repeat. I did not a music review, but I was just vibing out last night to some Molotov Miles, 716, and Duke of Dinero.
Sweet.
Man, like if I like something, I'll play that, especially if I'm in that
Realm.
Yeah, that
I do it
realm,
too.
like that the very first verse, and Decimate is crazy. You just
Hey.
talking, and it speaks to me. It really speaks to me.
That's dope.
And then we have Children of the Night as well.
I was just about to say that. I think we should close it with Children of the Night.
Children of the Night. Okay,
Yeah.
let's close it. Talk to me about Children of the Night. How'd you come up with that title? Where'd that come
Actually, Big Wall, he sent me the beat and everything and said, I want you on this song. And I was like, all right, cool. And he actually created the hook. I think it's probably only like 3 people in the world that ever made a hook. And then I went and followed suit.
Oh wow.
Yep. But yeah, he made the hook and everything. And he didn't even have his verse on it yet. He was just like, yo, I'm gonna just follow after you. And I ended up doing my verse, and then he came in and did his thing.
How did it make you feel to be asked to be a part of that?
Oh, amazing. The beat is raw. I'm like, oh, this
Yeah.
joint hard. And then I'm like, okay, so is it going on your album, my album? He said, do what you want with it, Kay. We out here. So
What?
yeah.
And you also did a song with Franklin, the Overlook Joker MC.
Yes, the
as well.
Punisher.
Yeah, that's
Shout out to Joker, man.
yeah. Big shout out to Joker. So before we go, I always like to ask I don't like to say interviews, but the people I'm having a conversation with, what gem would you like to leave the listeners of Think and Grow with Vet Green and the 716 Live radio listeners?
So I would like to say at the end of the day, I've seen a lot of people say they were going to quit music or quit being an interviewer or whatever, and don't stop, because I've came into a lot of times in music where I felt like giving up. I cried. I've, been through hell and back for what I love to do. And I still found myself doing it because this is my purpose. So if you keep on telling yourself, I'm gonna quit, I'm tired, and then you're still doing it, it's probably because it's your purpose. You can't stop doing it, even if you try. But don't push that. Don't push that and don't put that in the universe that you're gonna quit, and just keep working. Work hard, because one day the people that you want to recognize it will. And the people that don't, their fault. They're lost. They're lost.
They're lost.
Mhm.
You better believe it. I appreciate you for stopping by today.
I appreciate you for having me.
Of course, of course. We have the official godmother.
Hey.
Where'd that name come from before we?
Well, the godmother, a lot of people in the hood start calling me the godmother because I've always spreaded love and knowledge. I always tried to help, and they just started calling me that, and I'm like, they got a ring.
Yeah.
They got a ring. And then the official godmother came from Shortcake, because her name is the official Shortcake or Shortcake official. And I said, it's a lot of people calling themselves godmother now.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, I am the official godmother. You, Shortcake, thank you.
I like that. And you do give that godmother energy for sure.
Hey, thank you.
All love, all love. All right, y'all. We are rocking out 2 children. Go ahead and introduce the song.
Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? Y'all already know. I want y'all to check out Children of the Night. It's actually featuring me, and the song is Big Wall.
That's what's up. That's right, y'all. This is your girl, Vet Green, on Think and Grow with Vet Green, and we are rocking out to Children of the Night. Make sure y'all have a wonderful evening on purpose.
Mhm.
On purpose. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Not tonight, y'all. Not tonight.
Not ever.
Ever. Oh, this beat so crazy, man.
Hey. Thank you. This was one of them songs where I heard it and was like, oh yeah, this is crazy.
It was easy to write to.
It was easy to write to.
Yeah. You ever have help when you're writing?
I never believed in that.
Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy, but it should be from the heart. That's a true artist. It comes from your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark where I'm from. Broken lights, water leaking from the pipes. It's gonna be a long night.
Hustle from the morning to the night, put in work, get it double up the price. We the children of the night.
And I didn't write
Yeah, it's
anything
dark
down
where I'm
because
from.
I wanted to
Broken
come
lights,
from the
water
heart.
leaking from the pipes. It's
Like I
gonna
get
be
up
a
there and
long
just
Money
start
is the
running
concept.
flow.
Catch me on my
Amazing.
conquest.
That is
Fiends
beautiful.
at my work is the biggie,
No
biggie
writing
bomb
down. I
best.
just want
Hard
God
bag
to
8 bars. Money in the arm
That's the best. That's the best thing to do.
Trying to get us all stressed.
If you don't want to be
40 in the
scripted anyway,
armrest.
you know?
Nigga, fuck the Congress.
Just
Fuck gay thing, not a thing.
just
Bada
work
bing,
on just doing
Halloween.
it,
Watch
you know,
me sing shots
randomly.
of ring and leave 'em all
And
dead.
a lot of
I'm
stuff that you
tryna
wanted
put
to
us
say,
all on
it's just
so
gonna
we
start
all
flowing.
set.
It's gonna
Two
start hitting you.
guns up. I'ma tell you that
It's
I'm
already
gunning
have
for
the
it.
ideas in
Yeah,
my
I'm
head,
coming
too, like,
for it,
See?
nigga, cause I'm
to
running
me,
for it.
you know,
No
already.
fake
It's
shit,
natural
I've
for you.
always been 100
It's
for it.
natural.
Your
That's
shit
that's
stepped
wonderful.
on, walked on, running boys. Niggas
Oh,
say
yeah.
I'm wicked glorified,
I can
I'm
feel it. I
mortified.
can feel it.
I'm a boss, it's like my mind stuck in overdrive. I
Work
don't
hard
ride
to
on
make
niggas,
sure I
nigga,
stay
cause I
grounded.
override. Put in work, overtime, hustle to the morning time.
Take you off your pivot. I
Hustle
get
from
it.
the morning to the night, put in work and it'll double up the price. We the children of the night.
Yeah, it's dark where I'm from. Broken lights, water leaking from the pipes. It's gonna be a long night.
Hustle from the morning to the night, put in work, it'll double up the price. We the children of the night.
Yeah, it's dark where I'm from. Broken lights, water leaking from the pipes. It's gonna be a long night. Cooking in the kitchen, no recipe. That soul food flow in the flesh. You get the best of me. Know there's just a chef in me. I'm whipping it up. You get it right and watch the numbers go up. A double up is a must. Cause I was raised by the best of them.
Big Wall actually has a show as well.
You to get it, you gotta stand for something.
So maybe you could check it out. If you look up Big Wall, I think it'll just come up. Me and him are friends on Facebook. So, because I forget sometimes the name of it. But I've been on there like twice. I think it's time for me to go back on it.
Do you enjoy doing interviews, have a conversation?
With dope people like you, yes. I haven't met many, so.
I was so happy that you said yes.
Hey.
Because sometimes people are, they aren't willing to come up. I don't know if it's, like 716 Live has been around for a while, but we're still going. We aren't going to be okay. And a lot of times people are will
Hustle from the morning to the night, put in work.
they want to go with that mainstream.
That suck. It's they're not humble. A lot of people like they want to get paid for features. They want to get, and you Google them and nothing comes up. So how can you sit up there and not try to help push my stuff when we're in the same boat? We're the same. Like we're all from the same city. We all trying to make it. We all pushing our brands. We should be able to come together. But people, they're on their high horse. They don't want to help.
Yeah,
It suck.
and we can grow together.
We can
Man.
think and grow together.
Think and grow together.
Think and grow together.
Kayla. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you so much. Oh my God. What?
Yes.
You are dope.
You too.
On the track and outside the track.
Hey.
I appreciate you. You know what it is. It's your girl, Vet Green, coming to you once again on this Think and Grow podcast. We are live in the 716 Live studios. You have just listened to the official Godmother. We broke down some tracks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back.
Hey, I'm coming back.
That's right. Continue rocking 716 Live. Make sure while you are there, you check out the other dope shows that are on the platform, and you can catch me every Monday through Friday on the 716 Live morning show with my guy, Franklin, the Overlooked Joker MC. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening on purpose. I know I am. Sign off. That's what's up. What?